Well, good morning, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Wednesday, November 4th, 2015, around 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:15 in the morning. And the electric guys are back, doing some electric stuff, obviously. And well, you can see how they've sort of started their anastomosis. You've got that tail end of the cable that was hanging there yesterday. They've got it connected to a longer piece of cable that goes across the two ceramic insulators. They folded back the pigtail off that until they'll do something else with these other lines. Now they're going for the third one on the outside, so they're putting on their insulating gear because they're going to be next to a live wire up there. Well, they finished that and nobody got hurt. Thanks be to God. Well, they're back down in the slough of despond there now. For those of you who enjoyed reading Pilgrim's Progress. And now everybody's favorite sound. Little reconfiguration of the creek there on the bottom of it. Check out the size of that slab that just fell off the bridge there in one piece. Now that was a blow for freedom. It's about 11:45, 10 to 12, and the electric guys have gone to get some lunch. They said they'll be back on the other side of the creek. So maybe that means I'll still get to not have my power turned off today. That would be nice. They've got a rebar hammock there, it looks like, at the Great Thumper situation. Well, it's getting on toward 2:30, and there's a method to this guy's madness. At first I thought they were just dropping the stuff in the creek, and they were, but then he's used part of the stuff that he's fished out of the creek to build a ramp so he could get farther out into the creek so he could get the stuff that he had dropped. And then, you know, he swings it around, and then he takes up the ramp he built and he puts it on the bank, and any overt pieces of metal he puts up on the hill there, where you can see this guy grinding away up there on the creek bank, maybe. Well, he's on that little mound of, you know, the ramp. I call it the ramp. Now, what I really get a huge kick out of is, and now he won't do it, I bet you anything. There you go. He's got a, well, no, he didn't do it. They have a life ring. They have like a, you know, like a thing you'd have on a boat. They have a life ring on the side of the backhoe. I guess in case, you know, the guy has to take a swim in the creek or something. There you go. Now you can see it. And then we've got our electric guys. You can't really see them worth a damn, but they're over there, trust me. And I don't know what they're doing. And quite honestly, I'm not going to go back down the hill to find out right now. Well, I thought I'd come out here where it's marginally quieter. I think we're going to be spared any more activity over here on this side today. Of course, having said that, fill in the blanks on that. Naturally, all the people I voted for yesterday didn't win. That's pretty standard for me. Now the state issue won, the redistricting thing went through, which, well, I voted against it because I like the way we redistrict right now. I'm very much a to the victor, go the spoils sort of person. Although I don't believe in sort of an elected dictatorship like they have in various parliamentary systems, particularly in Western Europe. The anti-state monopoly issue went through, and that's good. I voted for that. I mean, why should somebody use the state constitution to establish a monopoly on something? And then the marijuana one failed, and that's, you know, it's unfortunate in a way because, one, you know, I mean, they really ought to legalize marijuana, I think. It's pointless to try to, you know, well, I think they'll legalize all drugs, period. You know, if somebody wants to take something, take it. Just don't drive and kill other people while you're on it. You know, I mean, here's how the issue should have been worded. The issue should have been worded: the state of Ohio cannot make any law restricting the sale, purchase, possession, or consumption of marijuana. Period. And that would have been that. That, you know, that's I would certainly voted for that. But the way it was written was awful. So yeah, I voted against it because it was a badly written law. You know, it would establish, you know, sweet deals for a bunch of jobs for the boys programs for, you know, well-connected people. screw that. So I've been in trying to catch up on my YouTube stuff. You know, for those of you who know I subscribe to you and watch you, and I haven't commented, because I try to comment on videos for most people I subscribe to. I've just been sort of tied up here with you know, other things going on. Here's some of what's been going on. There's the good Mr. Griner coming in. I wonder if that portends more work today. So on that note, I'm going to say bye-bye, YouTubers. Alrighty. Now, if you look carefully in the back of Mr. Griner's truck, he came over and collected my trashed mailbox, and you can't really see him, but he collected my some of my T-bar fence posts. I said to him, "Are you sure you want to take all that crap?" He says, "I'll just take it home and put it in the trailer and, you know, see what I can do with it." And I said, heck, even I was going to give up on that mailbox. I said, you can see how long I tried to keep it sort of, you know, resurrected and resurrected. Well, you know, I will say, you know, if we've got to have all this stuff going on, there's, you know, the people that are doing this are really good people in terms of being careful, doing a proper job. Liz came over last night because her water was shut off during the work yesterday without notice, and then it had been shut off. How'd that work out? It had been shut off. Then they turned it back on, and the sudden pressure coming in blew up her boiler. I mean, it blew her boiler apart. So then she had to actually have them come and shut the water off again. And so she was without water. So she came over, and I've got these 3-gallon jugs for water. I mean, you know, I've got 2 of them actually. So I said, well, hell, you can have one, you know, take one of these, you know, filled it up. And she had a 1-gallon jar of water. And I said, no, you need more than that. So she came over and got some water. And then we didn't talk all that long because, you know, election day, big day for Henry, big night for Henry, and so forth. So she went back, and then we watched this thing about the Israeli Olympic team in 1972 in Munich. You know, where the Palestinian guys, you know, took them hostage and they ended up getting killed and so forth. I was in medical school when that happened, and I didn't, you know, so I really, quite honestly, I wasn't paying that much attention to it at the time, although I had heard, you know, I heard about it. And, you know, in 1971, when my friend and I went over to Europe, you know, when we were in Munich, we walked out to where the Olympic Stadium and venues were being built. That was a pretty good long walk, but it was a nice walk. You saw a lot of the city. And so it was interesting, you know, then, you know, last night to see where I had, you know, where I had been 44 years ago. 44 years ago. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now, bye-bye, YouTubers. Oh, it's nice to live in a forest.